everyone. No, it infiltrate off me, goddammit. You know, my concert mind, I said, okay. No, it infiltrate off me. Today is currently January 14th, 2026. I'm Naya, Junior Love Respect, and I am my biggest cheerleader. I would never give up on myself regardless of praying on my downfall, and I say it respectfully. I'm Naya, Junior Respect, and this is Peace. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence, I fall from the hater. Love yourself, don't dim your light, get discouraged. Love yourself, they gonna hate, they gonna try to dim your light. But process it, hold on 1 second, the energy's different. Growth, maturing, loving yourself, the better yourself. I'm worthy, I matter. Yeah, they overlooked me, but hold on 1 second. I poured into me when they try to disrespect me. I poured into me when they wanted me to shortchange myself when it comes to my reflection. Love yourself, you know, peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. You know, never get discouraged by a hater. Never get discouraged because they didn't understand. Hold on 1 second. God's favor. You know, G-O-D was never for sale. When you truly keep it real, they would never understand how you held. Love yourself. Gotta go. Stop the violence. You matter. You're worthy. Loving yourself is not a crime. Gotta go. I'm Naya, Junior Love Respect, and my content is not for everyone. Today is currently January 14th, 2026. No, that's the truth, so they say. No, for real. To the genuine ones with no malicious intentions, I truly hope all is well on your end, and I say that respectfully. You know, just because someone didn't see your potential, respect you, protect you, or pour into them today, never overlook yourself when I say that respectfully. You know, healing, trauma, and pain is not a race or an overnight process. But you matter and you are worthy. My content is not for everyone. No, infiltrate on me, God darn it. You know, my content mine, that's okay. No, infiltrate off of me. It's not. Always be yourself when someone overlooks you. Never get discouraged because of someone's insecurity. Never get discouraged because someone's projecting their negative energy towards you. Or that someone doesn't want you to prosper your reflection. Showing up for you. No, gently, be yourself with no malicious. You know, loving yourself ain't a crime, and I say that respectfully. You know, my content not everybody, and that's okay. But loving yourself is not a crime. The fact that they wanted you to play the fool. But hold on 1 second, they will never understand your balance when it comes to certain tools. You know, elevation is different when it comes to boundary maturing. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because one was the hold on 1 second, self-love looks good on you. And I say that respectfully, far from pretending when you knew how to be authentic. How you had chicks and dudes and different vocabulary at the end of the day, trying to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, all because you believed in your faith. How you had chicks and dudes monitoring your every move, trying to paint you up to be, hold on 1 second, mentally unstable, all because they wanted to shortchange you of your growth when it comes to, hold on 1 second, standing on business, standing up for yourself at the end day when it comes to your reflection. It was never competition, let alone a hesitation. You knew how to stay in your lane to actually pray to go within. They would never understand. It was never no in between the end of the day when they try to antagonize you, but you understood maturity is different. Actually walking away, but someone with a one-sided mindset with a low IQ score that didn't understand their own self-love when it comes to comprehension. It'd be the train of thought for me. How chicks and dudes at the end of the day would try to humble you, hide you at the end day when it comes to your reflection. They got to dish you with spoken and toxic way, dibble and dab with magic at the end of the day, all because they don't want you to become your best self vision of yourself. Hold on 1 second, it was far from a flex. When God was showing that you was truly a blessing. Hold on 1 second, it was far from having malicious intentions. You just wanted to better yourself, to find peace within. They would never understand balance when it comes to true healing. It was never competition at the end of the day. Being authentic, then when it comes to a copycat, they would never understand. It was never hating your vein. It'd be the train of thought for me. How chicks and dudes would try to discourage you at the end of the day, all because you knew how to prosper when chicks and dudes had to play with magic at the end of the day. Hold on 1 second. Did I say that already? No, infiltrate, don't me. You know, today's currently January 14th, 2026, and it's not a crime to be authentic. They wanted you to look the opposite way. You know, being in a mindset, having pain, depression, anxiety, PTSD, that's what they was projecting on you, living in fear when it comes to your reflection. But hold on 1 second, you wasn't trying to lose yourself. Hold on 1 second, because someone's painting a narrative, and they was far from being a Picasso. It'd be the train of thought for me. I don't mean no disrespect, but they was already playing on your downfall, all because you had potential. Hold on 1 second, far from a copycat when you knew how to understand motivation is different. How you had chicks and dudes betting on you at the end of the day for you to actually fall, regardless of your tax bracket. Hold on 1 second, with their bad habits. This became became the norm of their vocabulary, regards to their culture. It be the train of thought for me how certain folks don't want you to prosper when they come to overcoming what you've been through. Trauma and pain. How they would never understand that boundaries. Hold on one second. They would never be able to relate to walk a day in your shoes. They try to dance and swipe it, but you wasn't actually. Hold on one second. They actually look like a fool. Because hold on one second. Mission, it wasn't accomplished. It be the train of thought for me. How chicks and dudes don't understand that God truly shows you the devil love on enemy, regardless if it was a chick in a dress at the end of the day, or a dude, hold on one second, with a pocket between his legs. Hold on one second, a dude or a chick that didn't know how to respect their neighbor. The one that had hate in their vein. That didn't want someone to prosper fast, and at the end of the day, I ain't have to dibble and dab with magic or spell work. I ain't had the energy harvest or someone's energy at the end of the day when I knew how to go within and actually pray. I was far from hate at the end of the day. You would never understand my mindset at the end of the day, and that's okay, because you ain't for me, so stay in your lane. Said they played in your face, don't dim your light, neighbor. They played in your face, don't dim your light, neighbor. They played in your face, don't dim your light, neighbor. They swore up and down, they knew you. They played in your face, don't dim your light, neighbor. They played in your face, don't dim your light, neighbor. Hold on 1 second, they thought they knew you. They sneak dissed you, disrespected you right to left. They said at the end of the day, you mentally unstable, competent. At the end of the day, they was willing to use your documentations against you to rob you, mentally, spiritually, financially. At the end of the day, go to the judge. Hold on 1 second. I thought it was one God we trust at the end of the day, but hold on 1 second, come to find we don't pray the same. How they try to rob you for your, God's worth. Because God should allow you to see why God worked. You didn't have to worship the devil. My soul wasn't for sale. They would never understand it. Hold on 1 second. God told. God told. Yeah, God told. No, for real. Because when you least expect it, God told on your dumb ass. When you pray within praying and ask God, please show me a sign. The devil's a lie. No other trade though, God told on your stupid ass. No, for real. A motherfucker will plot on you within plotting on you. Be like, how did you know? Motherfucker was saying you spell all types of weird shit. A motherfucker would swear they doing magic and all whatever the case may be. These new beginners. Or motherfuckers that told them that they was doing the right thing. All because, hold on 1 second, motherfucker was doing come to me spells, doing magic, all types of weird shit. At the end of the day, because someone was monitoring your every move. Wanted you to be in balance when it come to God's tools. They would never understand that flex is different. The comprehension, hold on 1 second, self-love, hold on 1 second, your reflection. How certain folks would never understand, hold on 1 second, it was never in between when I understood my reflection. Did I say that already? Because when you understand hope starts within, faith they can't relate to because God is a light that God allowed you to see that, hold on 1 second, it's actually an end of a tunnel. When the devil try to humble you, the enemy try to discourage you. No, antagonize you. That's what the enemy wanted you to do. The enemy wanted you to be distracted. The enemy wanted you to be in a mindset with bad habits. They was plotting on your downfall. They said that you was an addict, a sex worker. They was plotting scenes to rob you mentally. But hold on 1 second, you didn't even have to know these folks for them to realize the hold on 1 second you was truly woke. To understand that hold on 1 second I was willing to better myself. I wasn't running from my reflection when it come to my past. I understood that God truly allowed me to see that self-love last. You know why? If I'm saying I'm getting my life together, why would I want to hurt myself with my own vocabulary to understand better? Might as well just stay in the past, but fuck all that at the end there. Hold on 1 second. Let me be mindful of what I say, because they're going to say that you will crash out. Nah, you hold on 1 second. Nah, your genuine love, respect, and today is currently January 14, 2026. Because they pick and choose who could curse. Talk about spirituality, God, the devil, love on the enemy, love on healing, relationship. Hold on 1 second. Advices. It be the train of thought for me. How they ready plotting on your downfall, all because you understand that, hold on 1 second, I wasn't trying to lose me. They praying on my downfall, but God should allow me to see. I was far from pretending when God allowed me to see my worth. They didn't understand my growth. I tie my shoe differently because, hold on 1 second, I was willing to be able to, hold on 1 second, understand I was worthy. They said you acting, get corny, you are nobody. They said you acting, get corny, you are nobody. Here she go again. Hold on 1 second. Loving yourself, the better yourself now, but dim your light. Love yourself, the better yourself now, but dim your light. They said ain't nobody going to hear you. They going to disrespect you if they actually knew you. Because we already plotting on your downfall. We already told them, hold on 1 second. You don't know how to hold it down at the end of the day when it come to your crown. Because they didn't want you to maintain God's balance. Because God fixed your crown when it come to, hold on 1 second. They trying to project a challenge. They would never understand how God gave you balance. You ain't have to dibble and dab with spoke or magic. Hold on 1 second. All of them energy harvest. You know how these chicks and dudes move. You ain't got to hold on 1 second. Remove they mask. Because hold on 1 second. Because they was always pretending. It shows hold on 1 second. Went through them. Right through them. It shows right through them. This is the part where they say, nah, you don't make sense. But I keep telling people at the end of the day, practice makes perfect. You know, you went through hell and back at the end of it, understand your reflection. Balance, they would never understand how you truly hanging. And I don't mean no disrespect, but hold on 1 second. They were supposed to see you in the mindset of dealing with depression, PTSD, hold on 1 second, pointless conversations. They want you to be in a mindset holding your hurting your own self with your own words, but you was willing to turn it around at the end of the day to hold yourself accountable for self-love. That energy is different when God stole your heart, allow you to see what God gave you, hold on 1 second, love within. No, to choose yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. You know, my content is not for everyone. And that's okay. I'm Naya, and your love respect, and today is currently January 14th, 2026. And it's currently 10:30 p.m. Always be yourself when someone overlooks you, don't see your potential. I'm Naya, and respect, and this is peace. It's 11 minutes into this video. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Monday, self-love every day. Tuesday, self-control every day. Wednesday, motivation every day. Thursday, choose yourself. Never overlook yourself when the enemy or the devil try to discourage you. Yeah, you're mad and you're worthy. Friday, you're mad and you're worthy. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just because moments. Yeah, they gonna hate, but you continue to multiply, allowing your blessings to understand your reflection. Love yourself. Saturday, far from the hater, we ain't the same neighbor. Stay in your lane with your, hold on 1 second, with your malicious stages, you know, pointless conversations. Even traded thought for me. Sunday, never give up on yourself. You understand your blessings when it comes to your reflection. Love yourself. Always be yourself and no malicious intentions. You know, gang stalking is real until it's your household. You know, individuals deal with domestic violence, hate crime, discrimination, and you put a name to your book. These individuals monitor your every move, hack your devices, your accounts, your emails, trying to silence you. They will try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, reroute your mail, your packages. You think you're talking to customer service, and the whole entire time, you're talking to these idiots. I'm still under the weather, but you know, I'm still showing up. And to the genuine ones, protect yourself. You're mad and you're worthy. You are loved by all the right people. And definitely, the grass is actually greener on the other side. With no haters. I said what I said. What happened? What happened? What happened? Gotta stop the violence. I'm Naya, and your love respect, and my content is not for everyone. Today is currently January 14th, 2026. Entertainment purposes only. No, it's a trade over me. You've been minding your business with the mind your business. No, it's a trade over me. You ever had that one guardian that was so nice one day, and they, you know, they had a little couple of dollars in their pocket. They wanted to do something nice for you. No, it's a trade over me. You want to be nice after you just whooped my ass yesterday? No, it's a trade over me. I just signed up for your one-sided ass conversation. No, for real, I didn't. No, for real. You ever realize that you just got in trouble the day before, and this motherfucker come home, took him out? What's going on? How was y'all day? Y'all right? You just beat my ass yesterday. I'm fucking okay still. Are you fucking crazy? Nah, not 10. Entertainment purpose only. This motherfucker got the nerve to say, I want to take y'all out. I want to do something nice for y'all. Bipolar? Something wrong with you? Mentally unstable? What's fuck wrong with you? And the trade told me, all you doing is just praying through the process at the end of the day. Please don't trick me on my eyesight. No, the trade told me. Because when you least expect it, you ever had that one guardian that threatened your life within threatening your life? That they gonna see in the boot camp or some shit? Not today. It's a trade on me. I'd rather be a runaway before I deal with your pain. It trade on me. Only to find out we getting dressed or whatever the case may be. We decided to agree to something. Be on the same page. Okay. Going to the jewelry shop or whatever the case may be. Oh, you got money. And the train over me. Customer service, it's supposed to be one page when it comes to someone respect and quality and money at the end of the day and quality of merchandise or whatever case may be. No, it's a train over me. This fool decided to say, I'm going to get my baby a chain today. Aww. Emma Trey off of me. This motherfucker about to fade. That's all you keep thinking about. This shit about to turn colors, all types of shit. You ain't that nice. No, for real, for real. You ever been realize that you the child? And in certain conversations, they be like, don't embarrass me. No, Emma Trey told me. What you mean don't embarrass you? God damn it. What the fuck you talking about? No, the train though for me. Not today. And then they start to rewrite with their mental health and say to themselves, aren't you supposed to be on punishment? That's besides the point. Hello. No, that's the training thought for me. A motherfucker would make you feel them day that you wrong for speaking. No, for real, because now when we come in the doors, like that's a different type of conversation. No, that's the training thought for me. Only to find out this fool decided to say, you know what? I'm going to get this for my baby today. All right, no problem. We're going to get this. You ever realize at the end of the day that you try to be nice with them being nice at the end of the day? And something wasn't right? No, it's a trade of me. Customer service said, it's a good quality, it's a good quality, it's a good quality. Bye for business. It's a trade of me. My granny would don't do no shit like this. I don't know what the fuck you got going on. I thought you learned from the best, stupid. It's a trade of me. So this fool decides to put it on you, whatever the case may be, being all nice or whatever the case may be. You come home from school one day. Listen, I got something to tell you. Remember the day before, whatever the case may be that day, when you bought this beautiful piece of jewelry? I got something to tell you. My neck ring, help me. Not 18 respect, entertainment purpose only. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Loving yourself is not a crime. And healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process. And I say that respectfully. It's not. I'm 17 minutes into this video, and it's currently January 14th, 2026. I love to talk about love. No, it's a trade it off of me. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. They try to distract you when it came to your past, but who would have known that true love can truly last? That ain't just different. You wasn't fighting for your life when it came to your future, because someone brought you balance when it came to hold on 1 second, being your peace became equal. Someone was truly cheering you on, up close and personal, behind closed doors. Even when the world tried to discourage you with pain, they would never understand how you found balance. To understand maturity is different. Hold on 1 second, heal from trauma and pain. They said that you would never find LOVE, but who would have knew that someone truly be loving you properly? That energy is different. I say that respectfully. Someone praying for you, not against you. That energy is different when someone truly show you that could be, hold on 1 second, on the same page with no distractions. Hold on 1 second on divine time, and that energy is different. Someone didn't have to dim your light. They knew how to respect you, even knew how to fix you, trying to maintain your smile. Who would have knew at the end of the day that your future will allow you to see that two worlds can come together now, allow each other to feel that, hold on 1 second, an angel walked into your life to treat you right. It wasn't for likes, if you was a cloud chasing or fame. Who would have knew at the end of the day that, hold on 1 second, someone wasn't a hater? No, it's a trade though for me. Because when the right person walks into your life, that peace is different. Someone walking into your life Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because moments, and I say that respectfully, they ain't have to pretend to love you. Someone truly standing on business. Someone truly sees you, hears you, respects you. They wasn't trying to drain your energy. Besides, hold on 1 second, pour into you. Y'all both was on the same page when it come to communication, being emotionally available. Y'all wasn't trying to have your cake and eat it too, with someone truly keeping it official with you. That is just different. Loyalty, respect, genuine and kind. At the end of the day, who would have knew that someone truly value your time? Book smart, street smart. At the end of the day, wasn't trying to rob you of your pockets. They actually knew how to meet you halfway when it come to, hold on 1 second, God's knowledge. We hold on, pray the same, but who would have knew that the love of your life truly allow you to see that cup was truly fruitful? No, ever trade on me. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I'm not a genuine respect, and I'm far from a hater, and loving yourself is not a crime. I go live every night at 10:15 on YouTube. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Love yourself, don't dim your light. Hold on 1 second. They said you acting, you're corny, but they try to put a hex on you. You're calling your energy back every day. Hold on 1 second. They trying to send you confusion, spell work in a toxic way. Dibble and dab with magic. Hold on 1 second. But God will show you revealing the devil alone, the enemy. They would never understand how you operate. They doing come to me spells, but God will show you showing that you was truly protected. When it come to your crown, you didn't have to get physical. When folks try to antagonize you, they try to humble you at the end of the day. But God will show you showing that hold on 1 second, never lose you. I got your back, I got your back. Don't dim your light. I got your back, I got your back. Don't dim your light. Yo, when you the blessing to yourself, they would never understand. You have the energy harvest of someone else's energy. You had the potential at the end of the day when you come to be authentic. They would never understand that we didn't have to pray the same, but you knew how to respect your neighbor. Hold on 1 second. Our space wasn't the same. The energy is different. It don't matter someone's culture, religion, sexual orientation. How chicks will look at you like competition all because they was hating. They had a mindset trying to ruin you at the end of the day. They try to throw your past in your face. Hold on 1 second, because they was plotting on you. When it come to gang stalking, hold on 1 second, they had an operation. They steal your mindset when it come to hold on 1 second, your confidence. They want you to be in a mindset at the end they losing yourself when it come to your vocabulary. All because hold on 1 second, you know how to better yourself when it come to boundaries. You actually meant what you said that day. I am who I say I am. I love myself. I'm not trying to dim my light. I'm far from a hater. Love yourself. Don't dim your light. Hold on 1 second. When you fall from the joke, they was truly laughing at the end of the day. They was projecting on you because you found you to love you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Sunday, just because moments. It didn't matter if you had more than someone. Not the end of the day. How chicks and dudes would try to ruin your reputation all because you believe that they can relate to. Strategize at the end of the day. Asking God for guidance and balance. Hold on 1 second. They would never understand. Hold on 1 second. Faith is different. You know, God's strategies is different. Because we all don't pray the same. But when you believe at the end of the day that there could be better days ahead, even when that enemy or the devil try to test you, never allow yourself to live in fear to walk out your door. Loving yourself at the end of the day, they would swear at the end of the day that you're scared when you fall from it. Loving yourself, hold on 1 second, never give up on you. Call your energy back when you fall from a hater. Neighbor, they will never understand. Hold on 1 second. They try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially. Call you whack, stupid, slow, and dumb at the end of the day. All because they had to pretend to be authentic when they really the copycat with malicious intentions. You had motivation when you didn't have to try hard besides be authentic. So bother they mental when it come to your growth. You was more than hungry because God was really showing you that hold on 1 second. I'm giving you the proper nourishments. They would never understand how you truly showing up for yourself when it come to your vision. You know, they try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially. They try to project, hold on 1 second, that you was mentally crazy. But God was showing at the end that you was far from a prisoner. They would never understand that God was showing you better. You know, loving yourself, the better yourself, never in your light. I'm not your gene of respect, and they would never understand that. Hold on 1 second. I'm far from a hate, didn't have to pretend. Now, ever change on me, always be yourself. You know, loving yourself is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. I'm not your genuine love respect, and I may not make sense to the average person, and that's okay. I go live every night at 10:15 p.m. And loving yourself is not a crime. You know, no mother or father should lose their child due to jealousy, envy, or insecurity, or someone projecting spell work towards their child or sending their child the evil eye. Good day, bad day, or misunderstood day. You know, no mother or father should have their child stripped away from them because of someone's insecurity or someone's jealousy, envy, or their mindset. Then they trying to control the narrative to pay a mother and father to be mentally unfit, mentally unstable, or they want to make a mother and father feel like their voice does not matter when a mother and father knows how to show up good day, bad day, and misunderstand day, and they was never doing it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. You know, my content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. It's not. You know, loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. My content is not for everyone. I'm 23 minutes into this video, and I would never hurt myself regardless of praying on my downfall. Always be yourself and nobody's intentions. The fact that angels came into your life, that love hits different when someone knew how to respect you, or because you understand your confidence. Open a door they can relate to. Your past, that is just different. That'll make sense. Doesn't matter at the end of the day. I wasn't trying to hurt myself or my neighbor. Didn't matter the tags bracket. It'd be the train of thought for me. How when someone walked into you like that was truly an angel, they ain't have to disrespect you besides respect you. You rejected an angel at the end of the day that didn't look at you like competition, but you had a hesitation to rush the hold on 1 second. You was willing to judge a book by its cover because of your own pain, but that angel still knew how to respect you regardless to all your lies at the end of the day, or regardless to all the blackmail that he say, she say, or because someone actually knew how to keep it official so that you're not used to someone truly being real. And it's just different. You know, individuals will have an angel come into their life. Literally. And the first thing you do is disrespect somebody. Always be yourself when I say that respectfully. Never allow a man or a woman to threaten your life that nobody will ever believe you. Regardless of your tax bracket, because they threaten your life, that they will have individuals in different communities and tax brackets at the end of the day. Make sure that they ruin your life. It's a train of thought for me. And especially when they took your kindness for weakness. You matter and you are worthy. And your voice does matter to the right people that's truly for you. You know, I don't push God on anybody because my content is not for everyone. I don't worship the devil. My soul was never for sale. And I don't energy harvest over my neighbor's energy. No, that's a trick on me. No, I don't. I don't got time for that. I worship with the good God. No malicious, not for. But when God sends the right people into your life, that grass is actually green on the other side. Because individuals don't have to deal with that with magic, spell work, or try to confuse you or make you feel like you're not worthy. They see you, they hear you, they respect you. They're praying for you, not against you. They don't look at you like competition, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. And I say that respectfully. They act in their body weight, not their shoe size. Regardless of came for poverty and pain at the end of the day, regardless of he say, she say, when the devil tried to tell so many lies, the enemy tried to antagonize somebody, still plotting on an innocent person at the end of the day. Hold on one second, because you want to control the narrative, because someone, you didn't want them to prosper when they come to life at the end of their reflection. How this type of stuff actually happens at the end of the day. How individuals don't want you to prosper in life. But that's part of your past. You still got folks plotting on you to the day. But when the right person walk into your life, that maturing actually hits different because they don't look at you like competition. It was far from a hesitation. They actually praying for you, not against you. That flex hits different when someone then wasn't trying to fumble you. Because when they truly not for you, then they keep it pushing. They wasn't trying to be part of no hate train because they maturing at the end of the day. They realize, hold on a second, I'm still doing my own proper healing. It be the train of thought for me. I don't got time for pointless conversations. At the end of the day, I'm making my body weight on my shoe size. I was not performing. It was never for likes. If you're a clout chasing or fame, fall from a script, they would never understand. Hold on one second. I would have to play games. No, I haven't changed because when the right people for you, they see you, they hear you, they respect you with no messages. I'm now edging your love respect, and I would never hurt myself regardless who threatened my life at the end of the day. They said nobody hears you, we gonna dim your light. Nobody hears you, we gonna dim your light. Yeah, we gonna paint you out to be a crash out. We gonna lie on your name to hold on one second. We gonna pay folks to project fear in you. We gonna rob you mentally, spiritually, financially. But hold on one second. God truly show you why I was truly fruitful. God truly showed me why I was truly fruitful. Pouring into myself at the end of the day only became mutual. Because God allowed me to see what God was protecting me from the enemy, letting the devil. I continue to call my energy back. They would never understand that level. Hold on one second. When you got your third eye open, God would never understand at the end of the day. They be trying to, dim your light when it come to your dream state. They try to dim your light when it come to your dream state. They be astral traveling at the end of the day, try to invade your space. They be monitoring spirits at the end of the day, but hold on one second, you was always paying attention. It was far from, hold on one second, overreacting when they said you mentally unstable, but God was showing you at the end of the day, you was far from bugging. It didn't matter someone's culture, religion, sexual orientation, disability, or age, regardless of coach, regardless of it was someone's culture, if it regardless it was a couple, a man or a woman at the end of the day, or a child or an elderly person monitoring your every move, trying to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially at the end of the day, when you pray to go within, they would never understand that God reveals certain answers at the end of the day when you truly understand the whole one. We don't all pray the same. The energy is different. How chicks and dudes will project spoke towards you and then try to paint you out to be mentally unstable, or because they was trying to hex you and you don't deal with that type of monster at the end of the day where you knew how to respect your neighbor. Thank you, no thank you, not for me. I keep it pushing. No, I haven't changed me. I gotta go. I'm 28 minutes to the video. I gotta go. Love yourself. It's not a crime to be authentic. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. I go live every night at 10:15 p.m. I'm not edging your love respect. I don't fall from a hater. I will never stop showing up for myself, regardless of what zip code, county, country, whatever the case may be. Regardless who's playing on my downfall, I would never stop showing up for me. And I say that respectfully. Regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, disability, age, whatever the case may be, if you're a content creator or not, then never allow someone to discourage you from showing up for yourself because you want to pursue a dream. That's choosing you. I'm not edging your respect, and my content is not for everybody, and I would never hurt myself regardless of praying on my downfall or regardless who's in the background at the end of the day trying to ruin my reputation, let alone blackmail me against me. One thing I don't do is run from my reflection. That's my past. And I could repeat whatever he say, she say that was said that day, regardless they lied on me. No, I had to trade on me. No, for real. A motherfucker would lie on you so bad. I didn't do that. Why would you say that? Individuals would try to project your past and your future when you changing yourself for all the right reasons. They would never understand that, hold on one second, something that you was willing to get used to. Hold on a second, that was God's favor. Understanding that you was trying to understand the transition of hell in. They would never understand how you truly went within at the end of the day. You didn't need validations from the enemy, let alone the devil, to understand that you was your biggest cheerleader when they try to humble you, all because they wanted to discourage you because you was willing to love you. How this type of stuff actually happens when you pour into yourself to find balance and knowledge your worth. At the end of the day, they would never understand that. Hold on one second, it's okay to be authentic. You know, it's a lot of individuals that got skeletons in their closet. It's a lot of individuals that has a past. At the end of the day, it's certain people that, hold on one second, they don't run from their past. It'd be the turn of thought for me. How an individual will blackmail you against you for your own past when they got a past themselves. We ain't the same when it comes to maturing. Always be yourself. I don't live in fear and I would never hurt myself. Individuals will try to project your past on you at the end of the day, will be the main ones. Trying to rob you mentally, spiritually, and financially. And the trait of you. I gotta go. Always be yourself. Loving yourself is not a crime. You know, regardless of what part of your healing journey you in at the end of the day, or what spirituality you in, or your culture, your religion, or your sexual orientation or disability at the end of the day, everybody has a past. It's one thing when you actually change at the end of the day. Actions speak louder than words. Individuals be trying to humiliate you with your own past, disrespect you with your own past, make you feel like you're not worthy of choosing yourself because of your past. And they sit there and say God not real because they plot and they get you robbed mentally, spiritually, financially, or get you locked up, put you in the psych board, or try to paint people or have people look at you in a different type of light because they don't want people to see that you are who you say you are. Taking accountability for your action as your reflection. Energy is different. We look the same. No, and the trade told me, always be yourself and no message. I gotta go. Peace and respect, your neighbors. You better go, damn your Lord. Gotta go, damn your light. Misunderstood and loved by you. Far from a hater. Stop the violence in the community. Misunderstood and judged by you. Far from a hater. Stop the violence in the community. You know, people pick and choose who they want to bully. Just like that man or woman that had a hearing problem in a domestic violence situation at the end of the day. That person don't do it no more. And they moved on with their life. But at the same time, too, they don't run from their past. Or that person at the end of the day that didn't know how to love someone properly. Just because they didn't love somebody properly, they found somebody that actually they see, they hear, they respect. And they know how to love now. My content is not for everybody, and I say it respectfully. I'm not here to respect and don't fall from a hater. We all don't pray the same. I know how to give respect and flowers due when it do. No, and the change on when it comes to my creativity, I work with my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father God, and I said respectfully, I'm 32 minutes into this video, and it's 10:51 p.m., and it's currently January 14th, 2026. I'm not here to respect, and I don't live in fear, and I say respectfully, and I would never hurt myself regardless at the end of the day who's praying on my downfall. I'm not here, genuine respect. I work alone when it comes to my creativity, regardless to yeah, the truth of a motherfucker would say they know you all types of weird shit. They had a whole conversation with you, all types of dumb shit, and they don't know you. And they said that you mentally unstable. It's the truth of you. I gotta go. I'm Naya, genuine respect, and I would never hurt myself when I say respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. When God sends right people into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. It's not a crime to be authentic. I'm far from a hater, and I'm far from a copycat. It's a train of thought for me. Loving yourself is not a crime. To the genuine ones, do not give up on yourself when I say respectfully, because you're mad and you're worthy. You know, healing childhood trauma going into your adulthood, it's never an overnight process, but you matter and you are worthy. And I say that respectfully. Just because someone didn't know how to love you, protect you, respect you, or pour into you or see your potential, that does not mean stop showing up for you. Never allow someone's insecurity, jealousy, envy, or hate in the day stop you from prospering in life. Or someone decide to say, you know what? I'm going to ruin your life. I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to project hexes on you, whatever the case may be. You're mad and you're worthy. Because when the right people see you, hear you, respect you, regardless of what subject it is, they don't got malicious intentions towards you. And I say that respectfully. Let alone they're not going to send you a hex. They're not projecting sport or magic. And they're not going to pick and choose who they want to bully when it comes to you. And I say that respectfully. Especially when you fall from a hater and you ain't got malicious intentions. We all ain't the same. I gotta go. Peace and respect your neighbors, stop the violence. I go live every night at 10:15 on YouTube. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. And loving yourself is not a crime. I gotta go. Stop the fireworks.